Hello, and welcome to another episode of the
Global Digital
Success
Success Talks.
Talks. Happy and blessed Monday to everyone, and happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday. And today we have the following topic.
Today we have the Mindset Multiplier, how shifting your thinking unlocks new levels of growth.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello everyone. Happy Monday. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico. I am now living in North Carolina, USA. I am a wife, a mother of three, a proud digital business owner, and a mentor.
Yes. We also want to invite everyone to our live webinar. So we have live webinars every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time. So it's 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. That one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday, one for Thursday, since those are the 2 days that we have our live webinar. So you can register for either one or for both. And the second one is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, you can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you probably wonder, so what is it that we are going to learn on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to learn how an online business plan works, and also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, um, if you want to catch the replay from last Thursdays before tomorrow's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so these are the host and panelists from last Thursday. We had Shirley, she's a healthcare worker. We also had Kimberly, who is a full time digital business owner. We had Vanessa, she's a partnership manager. Alexis is a nursepreneur. We also had Maria, who is an inventory specialist. Adesola is a nurse coach, and Shraddha is a digital entrepreneur. So, if you want to learn more about this opportunity, don't forget you can do it by either going directly to the website you see on the screen or sending us a direct message.
Thank you, Isabel. Yeah, so if you're catching the replay from last Thursday's live webinar, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So if you want to learn how to start your online business, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen. Okay, so let's dive into our topic for today.
Okay, our topic, the mindset multiplier, how shifting your thinking unlocks new levels of growth.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, welcome back to another episode of the Global Digital Success Talk. So, um, today we're going to be talking about, your business can only grow as much as your mindset allows to. So, let's talk about how shifting your thinking becomes the multiplier that unlocks new levels of growth. So, that's our topic for today. So, here's the truth. We have seen again and again strategies alone, and they don't create breakthroughs. What create breakthroughs is the mindset. So when we shift the way we think, we expand what's possible for us. So according to Stanford researcher Carol Dweck, people with a growth mindset, meaning, the belief that skills can be developed, achieve 40% higher performance level than those with a fixed mindset. So that's the multiplier effect in action. So that's our topic for today: how to create that mindset multiplier, how to shift your thinking to be able to unlock new levels of growth. Okay, so what are today's point?
So we have 3 points. Replace limit beliefs with growth beliefs. Number 2, focus on possibilities, not problems. And number 3, align mindset with daily habits.
Yes. So we're gonna be talking now with point number one. So replace limiting beliefs. Okay, so when we're talking about replacing limiting beliefs with growth beliefs, we're talking about every breakthrough in life and business begins in the mind. Okay, so the stories we tell ourselves either move us forward or keep us stuck. So whatever we believe in that mindset, in that little mind there, either move us forward or it makes us to stay where we are and not doing anything. Okay, so the stories, so the limiting beliefs are those inner voices that whisper, that you hear, like, for example, I'm not smart enough, or I don't have the skills, or I'm too old, or I'm too young to start, or people like me don't succeed at that. Those little voices that we hear, those are the limiting beliefs that make us, not to move forward. So these thoughts create invisible walls that block the opportunity before we even try. Okay, so if we let those ones take over, we're not moving. We're just staying that there. But if you shift your into growth beliefs, that's a different story. So instead of focusing on what you lack, what you do is the growth belief ask the following questions. What can I learn from this? Or who can I become? Or how can I take the first step? You know, so they open the door to progress by replacing the doubt with possibility. So, here are some examples of growth beliefs. So, I may not know everything, but I can learn. Okay. Or every step back is a lesson, not a failure. Or this one, if others can do it, I can too. So, with consistency and mentorship, everything is possible. So, the other one would be like, my potential expands when I take action. Okay. So, why this matters? Well, because science shows that a growth mindset leads to greater resilience, okay, better problem solving, and long term success. So when you have that growth mindset, you see things in a different way, and that makes you to move forward. So when you see challenges and as opportunities to grow instead of signs to quit, you unlock courage, you unlock creativity you didn't know you had. So here are some practical stuff for you guys. Next time a limiting thought comes up, just pause and rewrite it in a growth belief. For example, if you have a limiting belief that says, I can't do this, shift it into a growth belief this way: I can't do this yet. Okay, so change it by the yet, but I will learn step by step. So the difference between staying stuck and moving forward isn't talent or resources, it's the belief you choose to hold on onto. So that's what I want to say for this point. Um, yeah, so we do have a comment here from Salif Ouattara. He say, bonsoir, mes amis. Bonsoir. Merci beaucoup. Bonsoir à toi aussi. He's saying, good evening, my dear friends, and good evening. So thank you for your comment. Thank you for watching. Okay, so now we're gonna move into the second point.
Okay, so the second point, focus on possibilities, not problems. So a resilient leader doesn't pretend problems doesn't exist. They simply choose to reframe them. According to Harvard Business Review, found that leaders who reframe challenges are 3 times more likely to innovate successfully. That's because when you shift from why is this happening to me to what's the opportunity here, you unlock creativity and forward momentum. So, in this is something I had to practice, in my own journey. Excuse me. When I first started my digital business, I ran into plenty of obstacles, believe me. Lack of time, self doubt, and honestly, not knowing much about the online world because I was really stepping into starting something completely unknown to me. So instead of letting this problem stop me, I asked myself, what's the opportunity here? So, like I said, I had limited time. So, limited time that pushed me to value consistency and consistency over perfection. And then the fear of failure that became the fuel to grow alongside a supportive community. And well, not having the tech background, that turned into an opportunity to learn step by step with the system in place. Because, we already have a system, so we don't have to find out for ourselves. We don't have to reinvent anything because the system is already there and it shows us how to do the things that we need to know. So every challenge carry a hidden gift, the chance to grow stronger, smarter, and more resourceful. Because that's something you have to have as a good leader. You have to be resourceful and you have to be able to find solutions for the problems, for the obstacles, for the things that come your way. And that's what resilient leadership really is, not avoiding problems, but turning them into stepping stones towards a greater growth. So, in this business, we're all individual business owners, so it's really up to you if you want to grow or you want to stay stagnant, because if you're not really following the training, if you're not connecting with others, if you're not really learning much, then you're not going to see the growth. And you want to see the possibilities. You don't want to just focus on the problem, especially if you don't have the background. You're going to think, well, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know how I'm going to go past this, whatever is it that you're struggling with. Maybe you're stuck with something, but just sitting there watching it or thinking about it is not going to give you the solution. It's not going to resolve the problem. Because believe me, it happened to me at the beginning, not at the very beginning, but after, I thought I was doing so good with my training, with the limited time that I had to invest in it. When I came across the advertising part, I was like, okay, I don't know that I'm ready for that. I don't know that I can really see myself on a video and listen to me and take it serious because I didn't think I was doing it good. And it held me back so long just because I couldn't accept the fact that, I had to start doing these videos. And yes, maybe they were not perfect, but it was a start. So I needed to get them out and start learning from that because that's what we're doing here. We're learning from everything we do. But once I did it, I knew that I was in a testing mode, really, just recording different ones to see which one worked out the best. And I didn't just record and kept them on my phone. I actually recorded them and I uploaded them to see if I was getting, the people to really connect with the stuff I was doing or saying. So yes, my message to you is don't focus on responsibilities or don't focus on problems, focus on possibilities. Because remember, if you're only avoiding the problems, you're also holding back your growth to a better future.
Thank you, Isabel. Okay, so now we're gonna move into align mindset with daily habits. So when we're talking about align mindset with daily habits, your mindset sets the direction. Okay, so um, you have the mindset, but then your daily habits are the engines that move you forward. So you have to create those habits to be able to move you forward. So many people dream big. They read motivational books or repeat affirmations, but if their daily actions don't reflect those beliefs, the progress stalls. So it doesn't move them forward. So you need to have both. So let's start with mindset. So what does mindset means? Well, mindset equals the vision, okay? So mindset is the belief system you carry. So for example, if I say I'm capable of growth or I can design a life of freedom, these thoughts fuel your confidence and your outlook. Okay, so they create that vision. This is what I want to do. I'm capable of doing this, so I'm gonna go for that. Now the other part of that is the habits, okay? And habits equal the evidence. So habits are the proof of that mindset in action, okay? So you can have a mindset, that belief, but if you don't take action, nothing happens. So waking up early, so that will be a habit that you created. Showing up for your business, practicing gratitude, learning a new skill, or staying consistent with your wellness. These are the small, repeatable steps that bring your mindset to life. So, the same thing, like it says here, mindset isn't a one-time shift, it's a daily practice. And that is true. I mean, that was one of the first lessons I learned when I started my journey. I thought that I had a strong mindset, and then I realized, no, I didn't. Why? Because your mindset, you have to feed it every day. It's not a one-time thing. Okay. So why alignment matters? So, sorry, just give me a sec. I still Okay. So when your habits aligns with your mindset, you create momentum. For instance, if your mindset says I value growth, then your habit is reading. Okay, so you're gonna try to do some reading, you're gonna try to do some training, or you're gonna apply the new knowledge daily because that's how you value growth. You wanna keep learning, to be able to grow. Now, if your mindset says health is wealth, then your habit is eating clean and exercising consistently. Okay. Now, if your mindset says, I want financial stability, then your habit is managing money wisely and building different streams of income. So you need to create that vision, that evidence, and that alignment together to make it work. So, what is our takeaway from this point? Well, if you're dreaming without action, it leads to frustration because it just stays there. The dream, it doesn't really happen because you're not taking action. But when action without mindset, okay, it leads to burnout. So both things are important, and both things you have to make sure that they align, because otherwise you take too much action and you don't use the mindset, and then you get burnout. But when mindset and habits work together, you create results that are sustainable and lasting, and that's what we're gonna be able to build. That growth on your mindset, but also creating those habits, repetitive habits that will make you moving forward. And when you do those two things together, then you can have that for a long term. So success isn't about giant leaps. We have mentioned that many times. It's a accumulation of small steps that will take you to the final destination. So it's about building that small daily choices that matches the bigger vision that you have in mind. And yeah, we say so many times, like one of the things that we learn in this journey, because like we want to see results fast. We have our vision and one plan that we want to get to that, but it doesn't happen right away. So we get a little bit frustrated, but then we realize, okay, you gotta focus on the things that you can control. Do baby steps, and then those baby steps, it will take you to the long destination. It's the same thing, like for example, let's say I give you an example, driving. Let's say you are in Vancouver, and you want to go to Montreal. So you're going to have several stops along the way, to be able to get there, because you cannot make it from Montreal to Vancouver. You're going to be exhausted, because it's a long drive. But if you break that drive into several stops, then you're going to be able to achieve, and you're going to enjoy it, and then you're going to be able to reach the final destination. So it's the same thing. Success applies to the same thing. You break those goals into small to be able to reach the main goal. Okay, so what is our key takeaway for our topic for today?
Our key takeaways is strategy builds a structure, but mindset multiplies it. Shift your beliefs, focus on possibilities, and align your daily habits, and you will unlock levels of growth you didn't think that were possible.
Yes. Um, so that's our key takeaway for today's topic. So we hope so that you have learned something, or sometimes, like reminding ourselves, how to shift that mindset, how to take action for our dreams, to be able to achieve what we want. So if you enjoy something, or you want to share something with us about this topic, you can put it in the comments and let us know. We'll be happy to read your comments. And if you want to learn also, more about this online business opportunity that we are showing you, you can communicate with us in three ways. So you can either put in the comments more info, or you can send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or you can register directly into our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So we do have live webinars every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So it's the same time for both days. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. That one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday and one for Thursday. So you can register for either one or for both. And the second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, you can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home through that link. We also invite you to our private Facebook group, where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Um, so if you want to learn how you do, what is it like? It is on the webinar. Um, on the webinar, you're gonna learn how our online business plan works, and also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their life. So if you want to catch that replay from last Thursdays before tomorrow's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so we had Shirley as our host. She's a healthcare worker. We also had Kimberly, who's a full time digital business owner. We had Maria, who's an inventory specialist. We also had Vanessa, who's a partnership manager. And we had Adesola, who's a nurse coach. And we also had Alexis, who's a nursepreneur, and Shraddha, who's a digital entrepreneur. So don't forget, you can send us a direct message if you want to learn more about this opportunity, or you can register on the website you see on the screen.
Yes, thank you, Isabel. So yeah, so if you're catching the replay from last Thursday's, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: that's Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. We also want to say thank you to Deluxe for the like emoji. And if you guys are watching us from Facebook and you guys are not following us on our Facebook business page, you can follow us up here on the top to get to know us a little bit more who we are and what type of content we post in our pages. And if you're watching us from YouTube and you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe to our channel, press that notification bell to get notified when we post new content and when we are going live. So that way you keep learning more about this online business opportunity. And when you feel ready, we'll be happy to guide you as mentors. You're never alone on this journey. You will have us and also an entire global online community. Um, all right, so let's find out what is our topic for next Monday.
Hey, our topic for next Monday is why digital entrepreneurship is the future of work. So this one is going to be a good topic, especially for those of you who are, looking into getting an online or a digital business. It's going to be very beneficial to come and join us so you can hear some of the stuff we have in this topic.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking next Monday. So until then, so we have arrived to the end. And until then, keep multiplying your mindset and watch your growth expand. So that's the message for uh, from us to you guys today. So, and we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and a happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are already on Tuesday, and a happy and blessed weekend ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us, and we hope to see you next Monday for another episode of the Global
Global Digital
Success
Success Talks.
Talks. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.
Thank you. Have a blessed beginning of your week.